So we're here with 718 TV, and we're trying to figure out what's everyone so upset about.
Oh my God! Are you fucking high, dude? Get the fuck out of here! I don't want to answer. Are you serious?
Well, is it about?
I'm not interested in having this conversation with you. I'm not talking to you.
Police brutality goes unspoken again. Hi, I'm Stan Haynes at 718 TV here at City Hall, Manhattan, New York City. For the past 3.5 months, people have been stuck indoors, scared to death of what's going on outside in the world. Meet space, where the other things happen if you're not sitting around waiting for your inbox or your phone to go off so you can continue working from home. Because remember, you're still an employee 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, if and when you're working from home. So among this landscape is, I don't know what this is. If this is like a sit-in, or if this is, it's not quite a protest. I mean, we saw free cake earlier, and there's a sign that says disarm and defund. Now, is this like the Cash for Cars people? You know, there's a Cash for Homes people in the story. It says, you know, it's one of the countless struggles that never seem to bubble up to the surface. So rather than have to deal with the 24-hour, 7-day-a-week juggernaut of the news, we decided to come here in person and see what people are upset about. Like, well, what they got together for? I mean, like, is it one unified goal? Is it overlapping goals? Are people just happy to be outside the house? Because remember, folks, dispensaries, liquor stores, and abortion clinics are open, but churches, no. And if you had friends or loved ones that passed away and you couldn't attend their funeral, that wasn't allowed. But protests were. And gatherings. So, easiest game to find the metaphor this side of the Mississippi. So, what I'd like to believe is that deep down inside, people are just happy to get outside the house. It really has been like one man's living hell is another man's endless nightmare. 3.5 months of this nonsense, and I swear I can't speak on your behalf, but I have a hard time even looking back at the recent past. You know, ever since having to catch up monoxis on what happened in 2019 to 2020, a lot's happened in a short amount of time. You know, we've been living in mumbo jumbo time since 2013, but sometime last year in 2019, no holds barred, all bets are off. Like sometime around 2013, it was, you know, words mean things. That was just beat to death with pipes and chains, lit on fire, rolled up in a carpet, and just thrown off the roof. And now we're in 2020, where it's just this perpetual, like, incline of 24-hour a day, 7 days a week, juggernaut focused on what's happening on the news. Why not create, you know, because people who can't create, they just destroy. And if it wasn't for the internet, people's dogs would be getting lit on fire on the regular. But anyways, we're in a capacity to create because, you know, like, doing something is better than doing nothing at all. So we're here if we can get either words, opinions, psychic residue, or mental op-ed notes made out of letters cut out of magazines people are telepathically beaming to cameraman and I. So I'm Stan Haynes. Here's Monoxis with the Hey, Remember Arcades Volume 4. Hi, I'm Stan Haynes at 718 TV, here with
Harold.
Now we're Harold at City Hall, here in New York City, Manhattan to be exact, the day of our Lord, June 20th?
I think so.
26th, yeah.
Thank you. So, Harold, how's the summer so far?
It's been really good, man. I think COVID has really helped people to reconnect with themselves, find out who they are, and have an opportunity to, you know, be together as a community.
You know, it's all about attitudes and altitudes.
Right.
One of the silver linings is because of COVID, turf wars, beefs, bad blood even between family has ceased to be.
Right.
Not, of course, across the board, but it happens.
Right.
So what's everyone on here for today?
I mean, for me, I came in to drop off 130 meals for the protesters to help out. Mm-hmm. And, you know, we work with an organization that is named Books for Cause. And we kind of bargained and traded our books for food. And we came down here and wanted to support the Black Lives Matter movement, but also support the people that are here, taking the time to camp out and stand for something.
Living proof of what Jose Marti once said, the best thing to say is to do. La manera más mejor es to do. So, it's interesting you say that. Your organization reminds me of Food Not Bombs.
Right.
They feed protests. They're like usually you used to be able to like sign up to like get their newsletter at CBGB's when that existed once
Right,
upon a
not
time.
anymore, right?
Once upon a time. So, are there any parting words you'd like to give to the ladies and gentlemen at home?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's really about mentorship, giving back, and thinking about your community. So whatever comes out of this, as long as everybody that's been successful have done their work in the community, come back and kind of help out people that are in less, and you know, have compassion in the world, and hopefully we can make a change here soon.
That's heavy because that's far from the doom and gloom you can easily get from the 24/7 battering ram of the news. But not here. But not here.
Not here.
So, Earl, thank you very much.
Thank you so
for your
much.
time and
Thank you.
consideration. I'm Stained Haynes. Here's cameraman with the weather.
I'm just dropping off your food.
All right. Hi, I'm Stan Haynes at 718 TV here at City Hall. Now we're here with
Clifford Robinson Prosa.
So do you get called Cliff for sure?
I get called Cliff, I get called Cliffy, I get called an idealist and a leader.
Always be branding. So, what do you lead?
So I started an organization called Books for a Cause. We're an international organization that focuses on the empowerment of the youth, underprivileged youth, for literacy, education, professional development, and cultural awareness. Why? It's because in so many places, both inner city, domestically, and abroad, the youth think they have a tunnel vision, whether it's ingrained into their brain or that's their reality, that all there is drugs, violence, oppression. We want to tell them that no, it's never too early to start. It's never too early to empower yourself to understand that if you want to make a change, you have to start here. If you look around, everywhere, black, white, African American, Asian, yellow, no matter the skin color or the race, people are dancing together. People are vibing together. People are talking together. This is what community is about. Our slogan is we tear down walls to build bridges, and this is something I think everyone should understand. Tearing down the walls of anything holding back the progression of the world so we can build bridges. So I call upon everyone. We empower the youth. My organization is built of 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds in the Philippines, going to Mexico, Laos, and throughout the United States. We have a social responsibility to the world, and we have a social responsibility to spread our privileges and opportunities to those who can't. Because at the end of the day, if we really strive for equality and unity, we are not going to like and share a post. We are going to go out there and show them what the bridges are about. Why wait for this world to change when we can change it ourselves? And that's why I want to take this platform, this unique platform of everyone uniting together under the BLM movement, of everyone uniting together under COVID, to understand that the reality of the matter is, if we want change, it's through progress. If we want progress, it's through the idea as a community. We need to start now. I don't care who you are, where you are. I call for you and I challenge you. I challenge you to empower yourself, your family, your community, and the world. Don't talk about change. Act upon it.
Now that is top shelf leadership right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, is there a website that the ladies and germs at home watching can find you at?
Yeah, so our website's being developed at Books for a Cause USA on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can follow me for Calm Girls. I've been uniting the North and South Bronx. I'm Filipino and I'm proud to be Filipino. I am proud to be Filipino with the perspective of an underprivileged community in the Bronx. Why? Because violence never gave me perspective. It was the idea that I could talk across borders and unite people. Words are not just writing on the wall. You elect individuals and leaders through vision. And once you elect them, you rally behind them because of their action on that vision. So again, I challenge the world to have that vision, spread it upon anyone, right? It's as little as giving a can of corn to someone who's hungry. It's as little as walking someone across the street. It's as little as out of 100 people, 99 people have a home, one person is homeless. It takes one person to give that person a home to make the world a better place. That's what I strive to do. That's what we all here strive to do. And it's time to empower the people in a positive way, through education, through perspective, and last but not least, through family. All of us here are family because we've united under this vision of change. We're all human at the end of the day. Just disregard race, skin color. Culture makes us proud, culture makes us strong, but humanity makes us family.
Thank you. Thank you for making a good day great. You know, I think that's something the ladies and germs have to hear at a time like this, especially. You know, so that website one last time.
Books for a Cause USA on all social media platforms. My name is Clifford Robinson Prosa. I'm up in the Bronx. My personal Instagram is Calm Thrills, CALMTHRILLS. Follow me, contact me. I will work with you no matter what state you're in, no matter what country you're in. I will work with you to make this world a better place. Empowerment through the right platforms.
He challenges you, so. I'm Stain Haynes. A challenger has arrived. Here's cameraman with the weather.
Here's just 5 things that you should think about doing. Here's number 5. Pull up your pants. Number 4 now is the N-word. Now number 3. Respect where you live. Number 2. Finish school. And number 1, and probably the most important, just because you can have a baby, it doesn't mean you should.
I'm Stan Haynes at 718 TV, and you're?
Narian Sawyers.
Very nice to meet you, sir.
You too, man.
How's your summer so far?
It's pretty strange, actually.
Oh. Do you mind elaborating?
I mean, look what we got going on. We got viruses, we got protests, we got lockdowns. The list goes on. What's up? What's your guys' show about?
Oh, we're public access TV in the early 21st century.
That's it.
So, if you don't mind me saying, for lack of a better term, what do you miss most before this great change that's still unfolding before our very eyes every morning we wake up?
I don't know, man. It's hard to pinpoint, but probably just feeling free walking around without a mask. This is probably the number one thing. Feeling free to do that, without being ridiculed and all that sort of stuff.
So because of Chinese lung herpes, if you're outside without a mask, you're seen as if you danced on someone's grandma's grave, right?
Something like that, yeah. You want people to die, but the reality is that that's not the case. It's just, one of the freedoms that are being slowly kind of taken away because of this whole situation. And I don't blame people for thinking that it's necessary, but read the science doesn't support it at all.
Not to say that you're a skeptic of all this, but clearly what the news says isn't matching with what's going on with 99% of the world.
Yeah, exactly. So when we actually start to, in one instance, everybody says the news is fake and you don't listen to the news, the government lies, blah blah blah, and then turn it around. Like a month later, and they're fine, and they're not lying, and everything's okay, and trust them. So, I've always been a skeptic, and always been a skeptic about what the mainstream media says and how they push things. Doesn't mean I'm not going to support some of the things, but just not in the way that they want, they expect you to do that.
Okay. Well, part of it has to be like picking and choosing your own battles. Like on one hand, Amazon's evil. On the other hand, right. I get 38% of everything I buy from Amazon.
I mean, exactly. That's part of it. People are going to shop at Walmart because it's easy, but then we're going to be the small businesses are going to close, and due to that, and due to the fact that this coronavirus has shut down anybody with a small business, essentially creating a monopoly for the corporations to have their way with this.
That's very true. The impact that not only Chinese lung herpes, but the economy shitting the bed. It's impacted small businesses, not just here in these United States, but worldwide. Now, not to come off like a bitter or cynical or sardonic man, but it's almost as if like Amazon stands to
make a lot of money, maybe a few billion at least, right?
At least.
I mean, any company that's any big corporate company is going to make a lot of money off of this because we're sitting at home, scared to go outside because of the virus, and and now it's showing the science is showing that the 0.26% death rate, which is lower than the average annual flu. And not to mention the vaccines they're going to push on us.
So you see, don't believe the hype, and that's something you can apply across disciplines. Is there anything you'd like to say to the ladies and germs at home watching?
Don't be. Your immune system is there to protect you, and if we try to hide from everything out in the world, then we can't train our immune system to protect us from things that, like a common cold when it comes out, because this doesn't stop here; it keeps going. The flu's going to come back. They're going to push the flu vaccine. COVID vaccine is going to come. It's going to push that. Everybody's going to be sick, and we're going to wonder why. It's because we've been sitting inside for 4 months without any sunshine, and wearing masks and afraid to deal with the world. So I would say just don't be afraid to deal with the world, and maybe we'll come out of this thing a little bit more healthy than they're trying to make us.
You see, don't be afraid to be out in the world. And honestly, if you are afraid, then allergy season is going to become the new Salem witch trials. So I'm Stan Haynes here at 718 TV here at City Hall with
Narian.
Any website you want to plug?
Children's Health Defense. Children'sHealthDefense.org.
You heard it here first, children'shealthdefense.org. Thank you for making a good day great.
For sure.
I'm Stan Haynes, here's cameraman with the weather. Hi, I'm Stan Haynes at 718 TV, here with...
Well, my name is Brian.
Nice to meet you, Brian. How's your summer so far?
It's fucking crazy, man.
Yo, bro, you trolling people?
It's this. It's the virus. It's
Yo, bro,
working from home.
You don't do that on here, bro.
It's telecommuting. All the shit.
Do you have a company laptop that has spyware on it, or do you have your own laptop?
I actually have my own vulnerable laptop. Yeah, I have my own spy portal situation going on. Yeah.
So even at home, he is an employee, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year until further notice.
Yeah, actually, I would agree with that. You never know when you're going to get a call. Yeah, 9 o'clock, something will come in. Hey, we need this. Yeah. I mean, I got to say, I haven't taken advantage of it, but that option is there. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Where are you? Who are you again? What is your?
We're 718 TV.
718 TV. Okay.
Yes, sir. 21st century public access television.
Sweet.
And where words go between moving images and us barking into a microphone.
Okay. Love it.
So, is there anything you'd like to tell the ladies and jerks at home, like what they're missing?
What are they missing here? Well, you're missing the chance to have your body make a statement. If everybody were here, they couldn't ignore us. So the people that aren't here, they're actually not helping that much. I mean, they're helping in their own way. They say that the revolution has all these lanes. You know, they could be donating, they could be posting shit, whatever. But you know, the people that are here now, they're the presence, and that's the point. They're going to stay here until de Blasio says the police doesn't need another $1 billion.
I really dig how you said how everyone has their lane. So
Yeah,
no job is too small or too big. It kind of reminds me of that Bobby Sands quote where he says, everyone, young or old, Republican or otherwise, has their own role to play.
Okay, I don't know who Bobby Sands is.
Bobby Sands was a revolutionary for the Irish Republican Army. I believe he ended up in Parliament, and then he held a hunger strike because, well, unfortunately, that's a corner of the earth that never seems to get 15 minutes of fame. What they call the Troubles between Northern Ireland and
Troubles, yes, Troubles.
And it should be noted, here, forgotten history, car bomb, that came from what the IRA was doing to the British, and they terrorized the British so badly that when World War II happened, they went to where they locked them up, and they were like, hey, can you teach us how to do what you did to us so we can do to the Germans?
That's funny. It reminds me of the enhanced torture technique that the Americans used based on the information that we were training our own airmen with to withstand other people's torture. So we took that information and we used it against other people.
Enhanced methods of interrogation.
Yeah.
Also an excellent album by Joe Biafra and the Guantanamo School of Medicine.
Is that really? Yeah.
That's an actual honest-to-God band, and that is an honest-to-God
I
album.
know Joe Biafra. I do know who Joe Biafra is.
Well, the current band he tours with is Joe Biafra and the Guantanamo School of Medicine. And it should be noted that he did 2 albums and toured with the Melvins.
I've heard of Melvins.
Check him out. It's the best band you're not listening to right now.
All right. So what a band.
Do you have any website to plug?
No, I don't. I have no plug. Black Lives Matter, defund the police, come on out here, stay here till Tuesday, make de Blasio listen, end the militarization of the planet, share, be excellent to each other.
You heard it here first. I'm Stan Haynes. Here's cameraman with Hi, I'm Stan Haynes at 718 TV here at City Hall to see what all the people are discussing, throwing psychic residue out into the universe, and what they have to say. Sir, your name? Now, Andrew, how's your summer so far?
Well, everything was going pretty well until coronavirus hit. And then the news about George Floyd and everything else came right after. And I'm sure a lot of people, especially people my race, have had enough of what's been going on in New York. So now everyone's pretty much keeping up together wherever we can and just trying to make a stand for it.
So, act local, think global, because, you know, Chinese lung herpes has affected the entire world. You know, that's safe to say. But what unfortunately happened to George Floyd, it's sad because, you know, these things seem to happen, and like when do you become sick and tired of being sick and tired, right?
Yeah, especially because growing up, especially as a black person, you get to hear like stories either from your parents or grandparents, or the history in general, or even in schools, and it really just hits you in the heart as a kid, especially growing up, and you really want to be able to do something against it.
Right. Now, were you born and raised here in New York City?
Queens.
Ah, well, I'm from Astoria, New York. And you know, it's funny because everyone in Queens claims that the pizzeria not too far from where they live is the best pizzeria in the whole wide world, possibly even the multiverse. So, is this your sign?
No, I'm in the area.
Ah, okay. Well, if you don't mind me asking, this says defund NYPD, defund their schools. Now, you were born and raised here, so you're a product of the public education system, correct? Now that you're no longer in this system of pushing kids in and out, and, you know, the Regent scores are more important than what they carry away. Do you have any thoughts on education reform?
Education reform, well, a lot of money should be going towards the school, especially the teachers, but especially if you look at the police and what they have in comparison to what teachers make, things like that, especially when it comes to, in black schools, I mean, I went to like a 95% black school, and everything is pushed towards basketball and football. So you would think that there's other sports that we can go into, but I guess we just don't have that kind of money or something, or stuff like that. So having more funds especially can help in things like that.
And that's important because I've been there is the equivalent to 2 degrees on any subject. So, if you were to make one change, the system that you had went through for the public education system, like most of us here in New York City, what would it be?
For education?
Well, to pay the teachers?
Well, yeah, I think that's one thing that can start, especially so people that want to become teachers can go for it, because if they know how much money you're making, they know they can't be sufficient for their life. The amount of money they're making.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, fair enough. Would you agree, though, that part of the reason being a teacher is no longer like a sustainable means of employment is because the economy in general has just been leveled, tanked, however you want to call it?
Could be something like that as well. But all this money is coming from all sorts of sources. So if the people who have control about where the money goes, then I believe that if there's a lot going in certain places, then it should be like dispersed correctly, equally, in important areas, especially our neighborhoods.
Now, do you have any remaining words for the ladies and gentlemen? Talking cacti, potato chip bags, chronomancers, EDF commanding officers, Shoto clones, doppelgangers, getaway drivers, and plum smugglers at home. Do you have any parting words?
Black Lives Matter.
Here you have it. I'm Stained Haynes, 718 TV. Here's cameraman with the weather.